What's up, interwebbers? I'm ProdigiousTrip. How's it going? So, I got a chance to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and oh my gosh, it was... Yes, we definitely needed this movie. I know Marvel and Disney have not been doing too well with movies in the past, past couple of years, I think, actually. They've been kind of declining, and so this one was definitely what you needed and definitely needed to see. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to say, yes, it was very good. It had a lot of cameos. I will spoil one thing because a lot of people have been asking, and it has been out for at least a day or two. So, yes, Wolverine does wear his mask. So don't be like, oh, the whole movie, they have him in the outfit. How come he's not wearing the... I'm just going to get it out of the way right now. Yes, the mask is in the movie, so do not be upset that you don't see it like in the previews and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. That is in the movie. So, other than that, I'm not going to try and spoil, but I did kind of realize that there was a couple people that were in the theater. They were talking, and they didn't understand what was going on. And so I just realized, too, that if you haven't seen certain shows or whatever, you probably are not going to understand the movie. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you haven't seen Loki, the show that's on Disney+, you're not going to understand what's going on in this movie. That's the only kind of prerequisite. Unless you haven't seen Logan either, where it's the last Wolverine movie, the one where he dies and stuff. I know Deadpool's made a lot of fun about it, but unless you haven't seen that movie, as well as like the last Deadpool movie and Loki, you're not going to understand the plot or at least the thing for this movie. So make sure you see those if you want to see, if you're going to go see this movie. Hate to tell you this, but yeah, you're going to have to see Loki season 1. I don't know if you have to see season 2 or not, but you have to at least see season 1 because there's a lot of stuff in it that happens. Even in the movie, Deadpool kind of says like, this is from Loki season 1 and blah, blah, blah. So like, just so you know, you have to at least see that show in order to understand a lot of stuff that's going on in this movie. I know that they already talked about the TVA in the trailer, so I don't really have to explain that. But again, if you don't know who those are or who they are, you have to see who they are in the Time Variant Authority. So, but yeah, other than that, the movie was, in my opinion, just great. And they left it so that it was like, whatever happened in Logan, he didn't undo it. He more or less desecrated it, but still they were trying to remain loyal to how that movie ended into how this one begins and stuff too. So it does pay respect to it. It does do in Deadpool fashion how he would show respect to it. And the opening credit was just probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a long time. So definitely needed this Deadpool movie. So I definitely recommend go seeing it. Of course, it's going to be rated R, and it's going to have nothing but cussing in it. So if you have a problem with that, just giving you a heads up, because a lot of people are like, oh, now that Disney owns it, they're not going to have swearing or blood. This was a gory movie. People are getting their heads cut off. Like I said, the opening credit was just nothing but a bloody, violent, just fight scene, which was great. And unless you don't want to see something like that, or you don't like gratuitous violence or blood and shed and stuff like that, then this movie isn't for you. But again, in its own, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool fashion, it had everything you needed for again, Deadpool movie to be what it was. It was rated R. It had, like I said, cursing and violence and blood and stuff. And it had like, oh my gosh, so many cameos. I don't even know if I counted enough. I think there's over 40 cameos. So if you look at it and you're like, wow, this doesn't seem as big and massive as some of the other movies and stuff, I think all of that went to just getting the cameos for some of these people. There were people in this movie that, again, I didn't even guess that were going to be in there. And there were some that I was just like, I was more surprised that they actually decided to come back to this. I was like, ooh, didn't think that they would show up. And if you know who I'm talking about, then you know who I'm talking about. It was just like, wow, I was never expecting that person to ever show up in another movie with Ryan Reynolds and stuff. So, again, it was done well. It had great action, a good story. And it did, again, it still let, the Logan movie stand alone on itself. So it doesn't have to be like, oh, they undid that movie and they have to redo something. No. It's nothing like that. There was no actually there was no time travel in this movie. I just realized that. There was, I guess, multiverse traveling, but not time traveling. So that was okay. I just realized that. Yeah, there wasn't any time travel. So, it wasn't like a Endgame where like, well, let's go fix what we messed up or change something. No, it was just, it was a very good movie. And again, I can't really just, there's certain things I want to say. I know that I can't say certain things like, if you've seen like, dog pools in it, yes, the cutest dog and ugliest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I'm just wondering if like, I don't know what kind of dog that was either. If you do know, please let me know in the comments below what kind of dog that was. It wasn't a Chihuahua, but I mean, it was just like an ugly, just, oh man, but it was so cute though. It was just like, I have a feeling that like that kind of a dog, like if it's in a shelter or something, or if someone has a breed of that, whatever, that kind of breed of dog is going to be like, a lot of people want to buy that now or something, if it's going to like, the sales of that kind of animal are going to go up really quick. So if they do that, that'll be great. Shout out to my brother-in-law. He took me to go see it. It was for his birthday. He took me to go see it. So he got the ticket and I paid for his popcorn and stuff and all the drinks and stuff. But one thing I noticed too is we went and saw it at like 6 o'clock. And that was on Friday night. And there was hardly anybody in the theater. So I was just like, oh man, it's not going to do well. It's not going to, maybe everybody doesn't want to go see movies anymore or something or whatever. But like when we got out, there was like a huge line of people ready to go see the next showing. So I guess just nobody wanted to see it at 6. They were just waiting for the later showing. So that's what I was waiting on. And could hear stuff going on in the background. My kids are playing a game with my wife, I think. But yeah. So... yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what I saw. Just a real quick video, just saying, hey, I did see a couple other movies and stuff, and I'll probably do a review on those because I saw Inside Out 2. That was, oh my gosh, that was amazing. I'll definitely have to do a full review on that one, and maybe a spoiler one too, because it's been out for a while, so I guess I could probably do one. But I didn't want to do, this is the opening weekend for Logan, so I just wanted to do the spoil-free kind of little video, and then next time I'll go into like in-depth or something, or show you, maybe explain some of the cameos that I saw and something I was really surprised that were there, and talk about some of the other stuff that was in the movie and just the opening sequence that was just beyond hilarious. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. ProdigiousTrip out.